Hello everyone, it is Miss McBride. Today we're going to be talking about the comprehension strategy of making predictions. This is something you are constantly doing, whether you realize it or not. You make assumptions, you make predictions about what will happen in the future based on the knowledge you have. So this happens, I'm sure, all the time when you're watching a new TV show or a movie for the first time. You're sitting there and you're putting the puzzle pieces together from what you're reading. You're hearing information and conversations that leads you to believe that something else is going to happen later in the future. Maybe if you're watching a movie and two characters get into a disagreement in the beginning, you might predict that later on they're going to have more problems. You use the information that you do have to make assumptions about the future. Now, this is something we do just because it's entertaining for ourselves to see if we can make predictions, if we can be accurate, if we can guess what's going to happen next. But this is also a really good strategy for just comprehension or understanding what you're reading. So we're going to talk about predictions in reading today. You should have read the story in your reading writing workshop. It is called, I'm going to mispronounce this name and I apologize, U2W3's Mighty Trade. In this story, I'm going to let you make those predictions. So what you're going to do is you're going to make an initial prediction. So we're just going to read that first little excerpt, that first little paragraph at the beginning of the story. You're going to make your initial prediction. So you're only going to have the information of the title, the picture on the front page, and that little text, and you're going to make a prediction. You're going to use what little knowledge you have to say, okay, this is what I think is going to happen in the story. Then we're going to read the next couple of sections, the I Make Plans and Thieves, and then you're going to revise your prediction. So what that means is you're going to write a new prediction based on the new knowledge you have. So this is probably going to look a little different than your initial prediction because you have more information. You have more of an idea of what might happen next. And then once you finish reading the story, I want you to kind of review how your predictions went. So were they accurate? Was the first one more or less accurate than the second prediction, and why? Now, this is a great strategy for comprehension because if you're constantly actually thinking about the story when you're reading, if you're thinking about, well, what will happen next, then you are actually comprehending or you're paying attention to what's going on in the story. I know I have been guilty of reading a story and I get to the bottom of the page and I'm like, wait, I don't remember what I just read, or I skip over details because my mind goes on autopilot and I just start reading. But if you are actively stopping, pausing, making predictions, then you're not going to lose all those details. You're not going to lose that information because you're doing active reading. You're actually comprehending and thinking about what is going on in the story. So that is why predictions can be such a useful tool. So now it is your turn. You're going to go to the Google slide on slides 3 through 5, and you're going to make your initial prediction. So after you read that first paragraph on the very first page, you're going to do a revised prediction, and that is after the section titled Thieves. And then finally, once you finish the story, you are going to do your review. Okay? If you have any questions or need any help, you can reach out to me or your teacher. Have a fantastic day. Bye.